So let's go ahead and we're just going to start off with some short introductions. Please tell us who you are and the event you're from.
My name is Murph, and I'm the event lead for Fort Myers Relay.
Good morning, everyone. All right, good morning. My name is Rick Dexter, and I am the people lead for the Relay for Life of Hunters Creek.
And I am Heather Reitz, the people lead for the villages.
So, first of all, let me tell you, congratulations on your great success. And we really thank you for being a part of this elite group. And how we're going to do this morning is we're going to ask them a series of questions so that you really can draw from what and how they got to this place. So, my first question to all three of you, and I would ask that we'll start with Murph and we'll go all the way down. What would you say is the most important factor that contributed to your event's success?
I think the biggest thing that we did right last year was our activities and our schedule throughout the 12-hour relay. We had activities going on the stage, at the team levels, in the center of the field for the full 12 hours. So this way, anybody that was there that maybe just walked in for an hour or two was kept busy, and we actually had a lot of walk-in traffic and kept those people so busy that they spent a lot of money. And I think that was really important.
That is cool. Didn't you love what she said? They really thought about this. They absolutely planned an experience on stage and off stage. Thank you so much.
I think ever since I've been involved with the Relay with Hunters Creek, it's been a huge priority for us to just love on our teams. I think that's been a major priority. Of course, we have our people lead, we have our team ambassadors, but we also have our event lead that's talking to them. We have experienced teams that are talking to our newer teams. And last year, we had a lot of success with having like a 10-minute boot camp at the end of our team parties, where new teams could come and just ask as many questions as they could to us, kind of separated from the rest of the group. So definitely loving on our teams has been a big thing for us.
Oh, great. That is great. That is great. We all know that the success of Relay for Life absolutely rests on the backs of teams. And so really thank you guys. And I can see why, if you did that, I can see why you're so successful. So thank you again. Heather.
Our biggest success, I think, was the volunteer group we had that came together this year. We had a lot of experience behind us and persistence. So the years that all of us together as a group have put into Relay really paid off this year as we went back and did those follow-ups and did those asks again. So that was our biggest success.
Amazing. Yes, give her a hand. And I say these things because sometimes I don't ever want you guys to take the small things you do for granted. Always know it's not sometimes the big elaborate things that makes a difference. It is the very small decisions that you make. Those things could change the trajectory that your event is on. So thank you guys for that. So now let's talk about challenges. What challenges did you face at your event? And if you had any challenges, and how did you overcome that challenge? Let's start with Heather.
Our biggest challenge was our volunteer group getting together. We had a late start this year, so we truly did not start till February. So we were very happy with our success from February to the event date of our goals and everything. So our goal this coming year is starting early. My biggest thing is, as a team, as a committee, set goals. You know, set those goals, set fundraising for every month for your teams, and it truly helps you get to that place in the end. And I know that's our plan this year. We already have a meeting next week set, so always continue and set those goals and reach those.
Can we agree? Can we agree how important that is? That is so important. And the reason I say that, and this is something I laugh because I grew up in the projects, and we laugh sometimes when we talk about the hood, you talk about the projects, but you learn to live day to day. And sometimes it's hard to look at setting goals because you have to try to survive from day to day. But my 11th grade English teacher taught me something. She pulled me out in the hall and she said this. She said, "Do you know what life's tragedy is?" And I said, "What?" She said, "Do you know what life's tragedy is?" And I said, "No, Mrs. Myers, I don't." And she said, "Life's tragedy, Jeff, is not that you failed to set goals. But it's not, excuse me, I messed it up. Life's tragedy is, it's not that you failed to reach your goals, but it is that you have no goals to reach." And it is important that every one of our events really sit down and try to set some goals. Real quickly, not in the script, I'm here, they are here because they chose to do something different. Why? No one told me I couldn't. When I got involved with Relay, teams, I recruited 28 teams in 2 weeks. How did I do it? No one told me I couldn't. I chaired an event, raised $1.1 million. How did I do it? No one told me I couldn't. And so I'm gonna ask you to write this down if you have a pencil. When was the last time you did something for the first time at your event? When was the last time you did something for the first time at your event? Give these folks a big round of applause. So, last but not least, if there was one thing that you could attribute to you being successful, what would that one thing be? Murph.
I'm still thinking about challenges.
We never got to you on challenges. I apologize. My fault. I got on my soapbox. I apologize. Let's start.
All right, I'll answer the challenge question then. Fort Myers Relay did have a very big challenge last year in that it was our 21st year and we changed our venue and our time. So it held a big impact. It was all positive, and the way that we were successful is we were just positive about it the whole time through. We explained to committee, we explained to teams how much better it would fit our community and how much better we would do, and we did. So it was an interesting concept.
Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. Thank you so much. Something different, something new, something fresh.
For us, we suffered a challenge that many relayers, or at least committees, really are scared of, which is inclement weather. For last year, it rained, and when we say rain, we didn't mean a little bit of rain, we mean 12 hours of rain during the events. And really the biggest concern for us was luminaria, you know, having candles out, having these bags that are paper, and we really not wanting things to happen to them because people obviously had spent so much time and they were so meaningful. Just as an example of how we turn something around, we actually came up with this idea. We have a large white tent that we have our survivor lunch in, and we took all the luminaria from the track before it started to rain, and we just put them on the circle tables underneath this tent. And at the end of the day, we look back at it, and it really was a beautiful thing. It was really a cool, different way to do luminaria. It protected the bags, but what we thought was such a terrible thing actually ended up being something kind of cool and a little bit different.
But it was something you did, Brian, for the what? For the first time. Guys, give them a big round of applause. That is awesome. Thank you guys so much. So really quickly, if there was that one thing, just the one thing, the one word that you think that helped make you successful, what would that be? Brian, let's start with you.
For me, I think it's passion. I think it has to be passion. I took her answer again. This is what we do.
We do this.
Heather also likes passion and
persistence. I go back to, you know, ask. You don't know the answer if you don't ask. And when I do ask, just let's say you're approaching them because you think they might be a good team. That doesn't mean that's the only way for them to fit into the relay. If they have a passion, you see that, find where they fit. Help them fit into doing something that you love as well.
Awesome. Murph.
I think it's commitment, and you have to show the rest of your leadership team how committed you are, how passionate you are, and they really will just follow right along with you and get things done.
Let's give these folks a big round of applause.